What's so great about the Kindle 3? That's what I'm going to try to answer in this video. I'm going to talk to you about the Kindle 3 review copy, which Amazon made available to me, and I've been using for the last about 3 days, reading pretty intensively on it, just getting used to it, and so I'm going to tell you what I found.
The first thing that's great about the new Kindle 3 is the sharpness of the display. And it's a Pearl e-ink screen, they're calling it. It's darker, and the contrast between the type and the background is just better. I'm going to slide the current version of the Kindle next to it. At this view, I think you can see some difference. And if I go down to the actual pages, you can see that the Kindle 2 is just not as sharp, and the contrast isn't as great as what you've got here.
The second thing that's great about the Kindle 3 is its size. It is 21% smaller in its footprint, the same width but slightly smaller in its dimensions. And this may not sound like much, but in terms of actually using it and the feel of it, it makes quite a difference. One thing that Jay Marine, who is head of product development for Kindle, did when he demonstrated the Kindle for me in Boston was that at the moment that he wanted to make a dramatic debut of it, he reached in his coat pocket and pulled it out. And it fits very easily in the inner pocket of a sports coat or a suit coat. The Kindle 2, which is just slightly larger, is too big to fit in that sports coat pocket. The other thing that, depending on how you carry your stuff around, I use a leather bag so I can put different gear and cameras and stuff in it. It would be possible to put the Kindle 2 in this, but I'm feeling the weight of it, and it just feels like it's sort of taxing this inner pocket of my pouch. And I've never actually carried my Kindle that way. The new Kindle slips into the same couch and totally disappears, and so it's something that I'm likely to actually use this inner pouch of my bag as a way to carry the Kindle 3. So the weight and the size, I think, turn out to be a little, it's sort of a subjective judgment as to how much difference that makes, but it makes it feel newer, more modern, and certainly easier to use in a lot of situations.
The next thing that's great about the Kindle 3 is its speed. And we're going to have a little page-turning race here. I've got the Kindle 2 on the right, the Kindle 3 on the left, and I'm just moving through the pages of a book. On your mark, get set, go. I think you're seeing a clear advantage in speed on the Kindle 3. That same speed ends up showing up in just about everything that you do. You can see I'm moving the cursor here, and it's very responsive. It's a speedier cursor than seems to be the case on the Kindle 2. You press the menu, it shows up immediately. You go to a different item in the menu. Everything is just happening faster, and this gives there's a cumulative effect of this, that it feels like a more responsive device than its older sibling.
Another thing which is great about the new Kindle is it takes a big leap in accessibility for people who are visually impaired, have trouble seeing all the way to blindness. What you do is go from the home screen, you go to the menu, and then you go to settings, and there's a setting on the second page which says voice guide. I'm going to turn that on. Now everything that I go to is going to be described.
Shop in Kindle store.
You can hear that, but
Change primary dictionary. Restart.
I'm going to put the speaker toward you.
Reset to factory defaults. Legal. Sync and check for items.
So the significance of this is that since there already was text-to-speech on the Kindle for all of your own material and most books, I think, some publishers are not including text-to-speech, but if you have difficulty seeing, you not only have the ability to have the Kindle read to you, but you will be able to know which menu setting you're at and where you are in navigating the device because of this improvement in accessibility in the Kindle 3. So that's a very significant change in this model.
The next great thing about the new Kindles is Wi-Fi. The $139 version has Wi-Fi only, and the $189 version has Wi-Fi and 3G. So if I'm here at a house that has Wi-Fi, so I'm going to go to Settings, and then I'm going to go down to Wi-Fi, and it finds the TGNet is the name of the Wi-Fi here where I'm making this video. I'm going to click Connect. It's connecting. Now this particular network doesn't have a password. If there was a password required, I could enter it there. Now it's showing TGNet, and I don't know if you can get close enough so you can see there's a little... So once you see the Wi-Fi connected, you see the little logo there that says Wi-Fi.
I love having the Wi-Fi, and I think the Wi-Fi is faster when I'm connected to the Kindle store and also with the browser, which I frankly don't use the browser that much on my Kindle, but it seems to me that it's definitely faster than the 3G network. The 3G is great because you can be out on the beach or anywhere and have the Kindle connected, but I just think it's pretty cool to be able to be at a house or an office or a Starbucks or whatever and hop on that Wi-Fi network, which is now possible with both of these new models of the Kindle. So Wi-Fi is one of the great things about the new one.
The last thing I want to talk about that's new is when you're reading a PDF on your Kindle, and here I've downloaded a PDF version of A Tale of Two Cities. So there's a lot of content on the internet that is in PDF format. When you open up a PDF, in this one you're getting pretty small type. I don't know about you, but this is type that's too small for me. So I'm going to change the orientation of the Kindle here and make it so that I've got it's going to be on its side. And the advantage of that is I'm going to be able to see the whole page, but the type is going to be slightly larger. Now, what's happening here, which hasn't happened before, is that I can now move the cursor up to a word, and you'll see up here, I put it in front of the word swallowing, and here we're getting the definition for the word swallowing. I can also highlight and select a passage for that I want to see later, and that's all on a PDF. Before, it would have had to have been a Kindle formatted document, the Mobi format or the AZW. I can also type a note, and I can search.
I'm not sure if that advantage of the PDF functionality, it's possible that a new software version of the Kindle 2 would come out and we would have all of those capabilities on the Kindle 2, which would be great because, not everybody's going to want to buy a Kindle 3 just because it has all these new features. But at this point, from what I have been told, the Kindle 3 is the one that has these new capabilities that make it much easier to navigate and use a PDF. So the final thing that it comes down to is price. The Wi-Fi only Kindle costs $139, and the 3G and the Wi-Fi costs $189. So it's obviously a budget issue. I suspect if we were all offered free upgrades, we would certainly grab them. I checked on Gazelle.com and found that a Kindle 2 in perfect condition costs $43 as of today. And so if you were able to obtain that much, I don't know what the shipping costs are, but you could be getting a Wi-Fi Kindle for a net of under $100, $96, and the Wi-Fi and the 3G would cost you $146 if you netted $43 for your old Kindle. Another great thing to do with your Kindle 2 would be to go to ebooksfortroops.org, which is the organization that Ken Clark and I have founded to distribute ebooks to active duty U.S. servicemen serving in Afghanistan. We have a new project where we're accepting Kindle 2s in good working condition, and we're going to distribute them to units in Afghanistan. So if you don't have a friend or a relative that you want to give your Kindle to, then we can find a good home for it overseas in Afghanistan for a soldier who would love to have lots of things to read in a very light device.
There is one thing which I'm disappointed about with the new Kindle. I seem to type a lot of numbers when I'm taking notes and things, and there is no numbers row on the new Kindle's keypad. The way that you do numbers is you press the SYM key on the keyboard, and that's been one which is on the Kindle 2, and that's how you get question marks and other punctuation. The SYM key works differently now, in that you press it once and then it stays open so that you can type a number of several digits, which is handy. But also, if you're going to just type a comma, you have to type sim, comma, sim to get back to your text. I think they made a pretty good design decision to use the sim capability here for numbers, and by that they gained some space on the Kindle, which was pretty important.
What's so great about the Kindle 3? Well, as I've tried to show in this video, I think there's a lot that's great about it. The overall feel of the unit and the use of it, in my use of it for the last 3 days, it's a pretty fabulous device. And if you've got it in your budget to upgrade from the Kindle 2 to the Kindle 3, I think you'd be very happy doing it. And as I said earlier, if you want to send your Kindle 2 to ebooksfortroops.org, we'll get it into good hands for a soldier in Afghanistan. And if you've been waiting if you're one of these people that doesn't do the first generation or the second generation, and you wait until they get the bugs out of a device, I think your wait is over. And particularly with the pricing of these units, it's a great time to start jumping into the joy of reading ebooks on this pioneering device that, just it seems to keep getting better. This is Len Edgerly for the Kindle Chronicles in Ocean Park, Maine. I hope this has been helpful to you.